while ago during warm-ups. Peyton Manning, two-time league MVP, and Eli Manning, who took the Giants to the playoffs in only his second season a year ago. Across the Hudson, we are at Rockefeller Center, where for the next 17 Sunday nights, NBC brings you Football Night in America in advance of a marquee game each week. And here are our new digs inside 30 Rock. Chris Collinsworth and I have sat here before, but it is a first for Sterling Sharp and the bus Jerome Bettis, so we welcome you.
I have heard so much about working with the great Bob Costas, and I have heard so much about working with the great Chris Collinsworth. You will never know, America, how honored I am to be here.
A word of warning.
Forget the bus.
A word of warning. High expectations may lead to shattering disappointment.
And we'll try to have a little more integrity than that as we move along.
Well, I'm just excited to be here. I know I'm a rookie, but at least this time I don't have a helmet on.
A whole lot of talk about the Colts and Giants coming up. But first, let's take you through all the scores, beginning with the finals. Philadelphia at Houston, and Donovan McNabb with a big day, 3 touchdown passes. They win 24-10 and sack David Carr 5 times.
Baltimore, most impressive today, a shutout win, 27-zip over Tampa Bay.
New England behind early. Brady with a tough day, but they come back to win late on a safety.
New York Jets a winner, 23-16 over Tennessee. Eric Mangini wins his debut.
A scary moment for Trent Green in Kansas City, taken off on a stretcher. He's going to be okay. Good day for Carson Palmer and the Bengals. They win 23-10 on the road.
St. Louis 18, Denver 10. You would have thought offense in this one, but a lot of defense.
6 field goals for Jeff Wilkins, too. New Orleans over Cleveland, 19-14. Saints win on the road. Reggie Bush debuts with 141 all-purpose yards.
And speaking of expecting more offense, Seattle 9, Detroit 6 in a thriller.
Josh Brown, field goal, last play of the game, won that one. Atlanta wins at Carolina, 20-6. Great games for Vic Dunn and John Abraham, who should help their defense.
And for the games currently in progress, Arizona up right now in the fourth quarter over San Francisco, 31-21.
Chicago at Green Bay. How's it going for Brett Favre?
Wow.
Not well. Bears shutting them out 26-0 in the fourth at Lambeau.
And Jacksonville, once down 10-0 in this one, now leads at home 17-10 over the Cowboys.
Okay, we'll have highlights a bit later, but there you have all the scores. What jumps out at you?
What jumped out at me were the road teams. The Saints, 5 sacks. The Bengals, 7 sacks. The Eagles, 5 sacks. That jumped out at me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't protect your quarterback, you better have an outstanding running game, which some of those teams did not. Quarterbacks, beware. They got some pass rushers in this league.
And talking about those road teams, of the 9 finals we have, the road team won 7.
Wow. I was impressed with another road team, Baltimore Ravens. They were impressive. Came out early. Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't know what hit them. 3 sacks, 3 interceptions. Incredible.
I'm totally with you on this one. Steve McNair, we knew they would be better on the offensive side, but you could see the Ravens defense. As soon as they scored the first touchdown, they exploded on the defensive side.
All right, meanwhile, everybody's talking about Colts versus Giants, but the guys who are going to have the bird's eye view from the booth, the best pair in a football booth anywhere, Al Michaels and John Madden. And like the rest of us, they've been watching football all day. So before you talk about Manning versus Manning, Alfalfa, what has caught your eye today?
Wrapping Roberto, you know, the NFC East is so tough. Any of the 4 teams can win. Of course, the Giants, a big game tonight. They'll go to Philadelphia, but John and I were watching the Eagles today. Everybody wondering about the Eagles. Owens is gone. McNabb comes back from surgery. Who misses Owens when you have Dante Stallworth? That was some performance by Philly at Houston.
You know, and we saw him in the preseason, remember, in the Hall of Fame game, and Donovan McNabb really looked sharp in that game. I know it was the first preseason game. Then I saw him again against Pittsburgh, and I thought, you know, this Eagle team may sneak up on someone. It was just 2 years ago they're in the Super Bowl, but they look like they're back to me.
Won by 2 touchdowns at Houston. And here, of course, we have, you know, you've got like father, like son, but like brother. For years, Peyton Manning has gone out well before the game. He warms up. He goes through what they call the passing tree. About an hour ago, you had Eli Manning, like Peyton. Here's Peyton going through that same passing tree.
You know, it was funny. We talked to Eli yesterday, and he was saying that Peyton called him this week and said, "Which end of the field do you do your routine on?" And Eli told him, he said, "I like to go to the far end. That's where Peyton went." So Peyton already is one up on Eli tonight.
Colts Giants in a little over an hour. Bob, in case you haven't heard, it's Manning against Manning in the Meadowlands tonight, just in case.
You know, Al, I hadn't heard. That sounds very interesting. I think I'll plan to watch the game. Thanks. We'll check with you for the call a bit later on. And before we step aside here, let's take a quick look at the new AP college football poll. Ohio State winning against then number 2 Texas on the road, of course, remains number 1. But Notre Dame, with their win over Penn State yesterday, moves up to number 2. Texas tumbles to number 8, just behind Chris's Florida Gators. And the next opponent for Notre Dame, Michigan, moves up to number 11. They will play at South Bend next week. And coming up, we take you around the league as Football Night in America continues. Stay with us.
Greatest thing about football is all about winning and losing.
Zero, Z-E-R-O, sums it up pretty damn well, I think.
I think I can fly. That's this morning's paper. This happened yesterday. I painted it 3 weeks ago.
How hot do you think it is in there? I walked through fire and I didn't get burned.
Keep having these amazing dreams.
Do you ever get the feeling like you were meant to do something extraordinary?
Heroes, Monday, September 25th on NBC.
Stretch your mileage and your savings at your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers. Lease a 2007 Honda Accord Sedan SE or Coupe LX, your choice, for just $239 per month. Hurry to your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers today.
Monday on News 5 Today, the 5th anniversary of 9/11.
See how people in the tri-state are commemorating the day none of us will ever forget.
Plus, I'll show you a way to avoid traffic tie-ups using real-time traffic polls.
And then showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast, so I'll show you how much rain to expect for the work week.
Join us Monday morning on News 5 Today.
Beat the rush and save money. Buy your Tall Stacks tickets now with one click right here on ChannelCincinnati.com. All from your official home of Tall Stacks, News 5.
Get more mileage for less money at your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers. Buy any 2007 Honda Pilot in stock for just 4.9% APR for up to 60 months. Hurry to your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers today.
Sports Rock, bring your A game tonight after Sunday Night Football.
Okay, huddle up. Pate, take the mulch. Dad, grab a rake. I'll bring the bags and the petunias. Ready?
It's movie time, boys. Eli, you go popcorn. Butter, no salt. Peyton, you dim the lights. Not too dark, not too bright. I got dibs on the recliner.
Ready? Eggs, skillet, spatula. Ready? Check it to pancakes. Pancakes!
Wear what the pros wear. Go to NFLshop.com for official NFL gear.
Tonight, NBC Sports takes fantasy football to a whole new level with Sunday Night Fantasy Football. Choose your team from tonight's players. Jerome, Peyton, or Eli?
Eli.
Sterling, Marvin, or Plexico?
Marvin.
All right, Bob. Mr. Fantasy, Freeney. Freeney or Strahan?
Be still my heart, Freeney.
There you go. The grand prize each week, a trip to New York to hang with us. Play Sunday Night Fantasy Football on NBCSports.com. There you go.
Boy, what an incentive. You win, and you get to come and spend a week with us.
Yeah.
Can't get any better than that. Come on.
Second prize, 2 weeks with us. All right, from fantasy to some semblance of reality, we have correspondents situated around the league. Let's begin with Jimmy Roberts in Cleveland, where Reggie Bush made a smashing NFL debut. Jimmy.
In the first 3.5 minutes of today's game, Reggie Bush lined up as a running back, a wide receiver, a punt returner, and a decoy. The start of what will undoubtedly be a very, very busy career.
You know, it's just about, getting my feet wet, getting out there and getting used to, doing all these things and playing for 4 quarters. So today was a good day for us. We won. That was a big win for us. We really needed that. It's just a first step to us making it to the playoffs.
A respectable start from Bush, which could have been better when you consider that both Saints fullbacks were injured and out of the game by halftime. Now let's head up to New England and Bob Newmeyer.
Here in Foxborough, where the Patriots were in big trouble, but the D-line bailed them out. A sack for a safety by Ty Warren and a game-saving sack by you, Richard Seymour. How much trouble were you in? How were you able to pull it out?
We were in a lot of trouble. I thought we hung tough, and a lot of guys stepped up and made some plays when needed be. Don Davis stepped up and made a big play for us, and obviously on the safety got a big play. So we were happy to come out of there with a win.
It was a struggle. The Pats win by 2. Let's go to Otis Livingston in Tennessee.
Chad Pennington, 319 yards, 2 touchdown passes, including the game winner. How did it feel being back on the field after your shoulder surgery?
Well, it was fun to be out there with my teammates, and when you have a shoulder injury, and with me, when you have 2, you miss that, and I'm not going to take that for granted. You know, I missed being out there on the field, and it was fun to step in that huddle and see the focus of those guys and play this game that we love.
All right, thanks a lot. That's a story from Nashville. Let's send it to Marty Snyder with Charlotte.
An impressive performance by the Falcons in Carolina today, both on offense and defense. 2 touchdown passes for Michael Vick. But what was the biggest key to winning the game today?
The biggest key to winning this game was our offensive line up front. I got to take my hat off to those guys. They did a great job against a great defensive front. We was able to move the ball in the running game and the passing game, and we did all the things necessary to beat a good football team.
Atlanta wins 20-6 in Carolina. Now to Lewis Johnson in Kansas City.
Well, Bob, here in Kansas City, the story was supposed to be Bengals quarterback Carson Palmer returning to the field after having that knee reconstruction. But midway through the third quarter, the story switched to Kansas City quarterback Trent Green after taking that questionable hit. Green was put into an ambulance and was taken to a local hospital, and we found out now that he does have feeling in both his arms and his legs. He says he remembers everything from the day except the hit that he took from defensive end Robert Gathers from the Bengals. Now the big question is, will Green be able to make the trip to Denver next week? An important game for Kansas City, and at this moment, we really don't have an answer to that question.
All right, Lewis, thanks very much. In our next segment, we'll have more on the Green injury and some of the reaction to it. Meanwhile, reaction to some of what we just saw.
I just saw the Atlanta Falcons, and everything for the Atlanta Falcons during the offseason got better. John Abraham made that defense better. Jarius Norwood coming over in the draft made the running game better. And the only thing that needed to get better was Michael Vick. And let me tell you what he did. He threw 2 touchdown passes. He only was sacked once. He didn't turn the football over. That makes the Atlanta Falcons better. And let me tell you something. Michael Vick throwing 2 touchdown passes is huge in the National Football League.
I was impressed by the Saints. Their offense, they perform well, but particularly the running back position. To over 200 yards of offense from the running backs. Sean Payton, he has to be smiling because to get that type of production from 2 players, he's going to be very excited.
You know what I saw today is the Patriots' arrogance when it concerned Deion Branch. They told Deion Branch, go out and try and get your best offer. He did. It was better than anything they offered. It didn't matter to the Patriots. They still haven't signed him. It almost cost him a ball game today.
Yeah, they won today, but Tom Brady did not have a good day, especially in the first half. He was really struggling. Okay, when we come back, highlights. We'll show you everything we got from Week 1 when Football Night in America continues after this.
Critics love Studio 60. USA Today calls it the show with a dream cast. Matthew Perry, Bradley Whitford, Amanda Peet, D.L. Hughley.
Stop talking now? Yeah, you bet.
Studio 60 premieres next Monday on NBC.
A teacher at the school told me they need classrooms the most. What do both sides in this fight want? Where does it go from here?
I can't get their faces out of me, but I shouldn't.
NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
Thank you, Tri-State. We asked you to make the switch, and you did. News 5 at 5 with Sandra and Cherie is now #1 in the Tri-State.
First on your top 5 tonight.
Only News 5 has your top 5, where you choose the news online at channelcincinnati.com. Named the best website in Ohio. And when news breaks, only News 5 shows you the scene first and fast with Sky 5. Judge Judy at 4, followed by your top 5 at 5 with Sandra and Cherie. Just one more way News 5 is where the news comes first.
There's no drive like a BMW, and no coverage like BMW Ultimate Service, with more no-cost maintenance than any vehicle in its class. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
It's a love thing, it's a trust thing. When it's right, you know that it's a good thing.
What is it about John Morrell bacon that turns every breakfast into a love affair?
It's a love thing.
Whatever it is, people can't seem to get enough John Morrell.
It's a love thing. It's a good thing.
You can trust you'll love it.
The best team.
The best games.
Right here on Cincinnati's own Channel 5.
And now we welcome you into the area here at 30 Rock that we're calling the viewing room. Pretty much like the rest of you, watching football all day long in your den. We may have a slightly bigger screen, but considering our responsibilities, you have a wider choice of beverages.
If you're Bill Gates, it's like your den.
Yeah, maybe. All right. On to a more serious topic, at least for the moment, and we're relieved to tell you that although Trent Green did suffer what the Chiefs are calling pretty severe head trauma after this brutal hit from Robert Geathers of Cincinnati, he apparently is in no danger. This was more of a precaution than anything else, as he was taken off on a stretcher and eventually placed in an ambulance. And with more on that, the man we'll be relying on throughout the season to provide information for us. No one is wired into the National Football League any more than this man, Sports Illustrated's Peter King. Peter, what have you got?
Well, Bob, I talked to Chiefs President Carl Peterson immediately after the game, and he said this team is incensed at the Geathers hit. He said, my next phone call is to Mike Pereira, director of officiating for the league, because he is going to protest this and wants the league to admit that a mistake was made. Updating on the injury, Trent Green, he said, is doubtful to play this Sunday against the Denver Broncos.
All right, Peter, thanks very much.
That's good news. I mean, good news in the fact that Trent's okay, but understanding what happened, because that was a bang-bang play. You know, usually when a quarterback gives himself up, you know, that's usually when you're not supposed to hit him.
All right, well, Donovan McNabb, speaking of quarterbacks, had himself a day today at Houston. Let's take a look as we roll the first of our highlights. A new day in Houston, at least they hope so. Their number one pick, the guy they bypassed Reggie Bush to take, the defensive end Mario Williams, their new head coach from Denver, Gary Kubiak, David Carr, still their quarterback, Jeb Puzier, another former Bronco. When you go 2-14, you bring in new players. This one was good for 26. Here's another one of their new guys, Eric Moulds, the former Buffalo Bill. Carr rolling right, hitting him, 25 yards for a touchdown. First drive, zip, 7-0.
Everything looks real good right now, Bob.
But
oh, you had to say but. And when you say but, that means David Carr goes down. You're going to get a chance right here to see Juco Thomas get the sack. You're going to get a chance to see right here. You're going to get a chance Trent Cole coming in, defensive end. He gets a sack. And I don't know what Jeb Puzier were doing here, but Javon Curse runs right through him. They had 5 sacks on the day.
Now, Donovan McNabb.
Great play action fake, because they had run the football enough. They had 30 carries in this football game. They had run the football enough that Donovan McNabb can play action pass. And if you think they missed T.O., ladies and gentlemen, think again, because Dante Stallworth is proving that he can get deep. And you know he's got great speed, but he can also work the middle. Donovan McNabb comes out of the play fake, finds him down to the 5-yard line. You know what happened next.
Stallworth caught 6 today for 141 and a touchdown. This drive finished off the fake and then the pass to Reggie Brown for 5 and the TD, and Philly is in front 14-10 before halftime.
Once again, this play right here, screenplay set up by 3 straight screenplays coming out of the third quarter. This is the end of the third when you get a big catch and run. And what the Philadelphia Eagles seem to be doing is hitting on all 8 cylinders.
Brian Westbrook there for the touchdown, a 31-yarder. He had 157 all-purpose yards. McNabb with the big day, 24 for 35, 314, and 3 touchdowns. So at least today, Donovan McNabb did not miss Terrell Owens. In fact, I'm beginning to doubt there's ever been a day when he's missed.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
You know, Sterling, I'm never one to say I told you so, but I told you so. I told you so.
It's a fantasy team.
There you go. How about some highlights from the Baltimore-Tampa Bay game? We're going to start things off with Steve McNair. Doesn't he look good in this uniform?
He looks good in purple.
Tennessee Titans, absolutely. He has an old friend here as well, Derek Mason. Why not just go ahead and say hello to a new friend? There's Derek Mason. He's played with him a long time. And Jamal Lewis looked good in this one as well.
He looked really good. That's his new best friend, because he's going to provide that running attack.
So he has a little run. So this is all on the first drive of the game. Steve McNair looking good. Right back to Derek Mason one more time over the middle. Just sort of collapses down. And then why not? Back to Jamal Lewis again.
You got to, right in the red zone. And you got to give him the ball, and a great block by Ove Mahaley.
Oh, you did it. Attaboy. I was worried about you on that.
It's a nice run. Offensive line does a great job. Jamal Lewis walks in for the
14 plays, 80 yards for McNair on that opening drive, and they look fantastic. For Chris Sims, not so good. This one picked off by Chris McAllister to make it 14-0 Ravens, and it would get worse from there. Next one's going to be tipped by Bart Scott at the line of scrimmage. And Haloti Ngata is going to take off down the field. Looks like the bus.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he looks like the bus. Cut back. Cut back. You're going to score. Cut back. if it could only get worse for Chris Sims, it is going to, because he's going to get hit on this play by you-know-who, number 52, Ray Lewis.
Mr. Ray Lewis.
Oh, my goodness. Next up, Carnell Williams going to get a taste from Bart Scott. The hitting was ferocious, but if you think that's bad, watch Ray Lewis on this one. Oh, my goodness gracious. You don't want to be behind the Baltimore Ravens. They crush Tampa Bay 27-0. Chris Sims, go home and take a hot tub, brother.
And the most amazing number in this whole game, 142 yards of total offense by Tampa Bay.
Hey, boss, what's it feel like to get hit by Ray Lewis?
Well, me and Ray Lewis, we had a great
I had to understand it.
We had to understand
Well, what kind
You
of
don't hit me
understanding?
that hard, and I won't hit you that hard.
Oh, please. You get the better of that agreement.
I feel bad for Chris Sims. He got handed the keys to a junker, and it was ugly. You know, if I was Chris Sims, I'd go to head coach John Gruden and say, you know what, I want a bus instead of this jalopy you just gave me keys for.
Well, let's take a look now at New England at home against Buffalo. Yeah, the Patriots got the win, but by the skin of their teeth. And they come out of this appearing to have some problems. Tom Brady, first play from scrimmage of the game, Takeo Spikes will sack him. The ball comes loose. London Fletcher picks it up, in for the touchdown, just like that. One play, 7-0 Buffalo.
And you know, Bob, I talked to Takeo Spikes, and he said the one thing we're going to have to do to New England is beat them up. So you know what? They figured New England was going to come out and throw the football. They hit them with a blitz. Outstanding job of not only getting the sack, but getting the ball out. And London Fletcher being Johnny on the spot for the 7 points early, 7-0 lead.
Later on in the first quarter, Brady pressured again, hit. This is ruled a fumble, but New England was able to recover it. Still, it shows the kind of pressure Brady was under. And here he's sacked by Aaron Schobel.
When you look at what Tom Brady was under in his first half, it was atrocious. And the Buffalo Bills, being on the road, did exactly what they wanted to do. 3 of 11, 30 yards passing, a touchdown. Remember, only one of those 3 completions to a wide receiver, sacked 3 times, and 2 fumbles.
So Buffalo led 17-7 at the half and maybe could have put it away if Willis McGahee could have made this 4th and 1, but by inches he did not, and the tide turned.
What you need is attitude and short yardage, and he did not have it on that play.
Here's Brady to Kevin Falk. 17-yard touchdown pass, and that pulled them to within 17-14.
They needed to get back to down 3 points.
Nice
Outstanding.
catch.
Oh, great catch over the top. Kevin Falk made the catch. He was hurt on the play.
Now look at this. After they tie it with a field goal, J.P. Lossman, you can't be anywhere near that goal line in this situation. It's a safety.
When you look at what J.P. Lossman did all day, it leads to this right here. Corey Dillon on a short 4th and 2, running with attitude, was able to pick it up. And when you got them pick it up at the end of the game is now over.
Yeah, that was with 2 minutes left. It iced it. Bill Belichick walking off with his youngest son, Brian, a sigh of relief. They get the win, 19-17. Afterwards, our Bob Newmeyer visited with Tom Brady.
And with Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. And Tom, how were you able to recoup from that disastrous start? The sack 12 seconds into the game, the touchdown, and what was a poor first half?
Yeah, it was not the way we wanted to start the season, a strip sack and fumble for a touchdown. But we fought hard the second drive to get the score even, and we didn't play particularly well in the first half. And I think it just shows that there was a lot of rust out there, and we need to work hard to remedy a bunch of the mistakes we made, whether it be mental errors or execution errors, and hopefully it's better next week.
All right, 3 points. You're operating without 2 of your pet receivers from last year. David Givens is gone. Deion Branch is holding out. Lawrence Maroney, the rookie running back, stepped up big today. Corey Dillon had a solid game. Does this signify, Tom, maybe a change in the face of this offense from maybe pass first to run first?
Those guys really carried us. The running backs, the offensive line did a great job run blocking. I think we had 183 yards rushing. Corey and Kevin played a huge role, and Lawrence ran very hard when he was in there too. So I think it's nice that it's very, especially at the end of the game, 5 minutes left to run the clock out. Those guys ran hard, and we're going to need that from them all year.
Well, you know, if I'm a New England fan, I'm looking at it like this. 23 throws by Tom Brady, only 3 to wide receivers. 41 runs. And ladies and gentlemen, when you can run the ball for 41 times, we have Jerome Bettis. He'll elaborate on this throughout the year. 41 runs for 183 yards, that's attitude. And the Buffalo Bills didn't have the attitude when they needed to have the attitude.
J.P. Lossman had a chance to win this one, and he played pretty well throughout the course of the game. But when it got on the line, he started holding the football. He actually should have been sacked 2 plays earlier. He held it, and you've got to know against the Patriots you can't do that. True. Cannot do that. All right, the New York Jets and Tennessee Titans. The New York Jets are a football team. Everybody said they've got to be the worst team in the league this year, right?
Yes.
Especially after preseason.
Yes.
How about this guy? You got Vince Young coming in off the bench for his first appearance, and he looked pretty good, Buzz.
He looked pretty good. The crowd got excited. Teammates got excited. Started throwing the ball down the field.
Couple of completions, and then he said, all right, I'm sick of these short little passes. I'm going to pound my chest one time and chunk one up deep. And
bad idea. Rookie mistake.
They said, okay, you can go ahead back over to the bench and have some Gatorade at this point. Now, Chad Pennington came in. He's a veteran. He's going to start picking things apart a little bit. Jericho Cotchery for the touchdown. The Jets make it look easy in the first half. They're up 13-0. He gets to take a break over on the sideline. Second half, a little bit different story. Chad Pennington to start things off. Never sees the corner blitz coming. It's going to bounce around a little bit back there, and finally the referee's going to say touchdown, but he was just kidding. They're going to put the ball down on the 1-yard line. Those referees, they like to joke like that. They're going to hand it to Travis Henry now, and Travis gets it in.
He gets it in. Nice, tough, strong run. Not the biggest guy in the world, but he ran really tough.
Not the way you would have done it, Buzz.
Yeah, I would have
for 2, and it's 16-16, so Chad Pennington has to come back. That shoulder repaired by surgery, and he's going to find Lavernius Coles, who makes a great catch for 38 yards down the field. So Chad Pennington pressure's on now. Who's he going to find? Who's he going to find? Chris Baker is tight end. There it is. Game's over, right? Kerry Collins on the other side. No siree, Bob. Kerry Collins takes him all the way down the field. Fourth down, and throw it in front of him. Don't throw it behind him, and they lose it. Eric Mangini does not a chest bump, but a belly bump on a couple of guys, and they're celebrating over there. Looks good for the New York Jets. They're a winner on opening day.
Yeah, Eric Mangini, one of 10 new head coaches in the league, and the youngest of any of them at age 35. Lavernius Coles, what a game for him. 8 receptions, many of them big.
Chad Pennington, 319 yards passing. Yes, I was one of the analysts who told you the Jets were all but dead, but I was sadly mistaken. But there's also 15 more games to be played, so I'm not going to jump off that bus.
And you know who the next one is against. They got New England next week.
All right, I'm taking the Jets right now. Jets over New England right now.
Well, the Jets will be home for that one.
I'm taking the Jets.
But the bottom line is, guys, you can't play quarterback roulette at the couple weeks before the season starts. You can bring Kerry Collins in.
If you're Tennessee,
you come in, you bring Kerry Collins in 2 weeks, and all of a sudden now he's playing against fourth-string guys in the last preseason game. It looks pretty good.
Work.
Then you get into the opening day, and there's no way you're going to be ready.
Not enough work.
All right, when we come back, we'll check on Chris's Cincinnati Bengals, specifically Carson Palmer, see how he did upon his return from that devastating injury of several months ago.
NBC Wednesdays. Leopold Kane.
Hello.
Has been kidnapped.
Should make me a list of enemies. Anyone who might want to see something bad happen to your family.
Who would do this?
What are you suggesting? Mr. Kane has a kidnap and ransom policy on Leopold.
Why did your son have a bodyguard? Whatever you do, don't call the FBI.
Suspect everything. Kidnapped premieres Wednesday, September 20th on NBC.
You think it'll hold?
Let's check it out.
Do it.
Woo! Men should act like men, and light beer should taste like beer. Milwaukee's Best Light.
According to this year's style forecast, stripes are in. And stripes are in right now at Gold Star Chili. Get a Bengals glass for just 99 cents with any combo purchase. These tumblers are so stylish, you'll want to collect an entire set of them for entertaining at game day parties. And don't forget that party favorite, Gold Star Chili. Get with the style today, only at Gold Star, the official chili of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, you have a good night.
Hey. Thought I'd mix it up a little.
Men should act like men, and light beer should taste like beer. Milwaukee's Best Light.
Sports Rock, bring your A game tonight after Sunday Night Football.
Touchdown, Atlanta! He sidesteps tackle. Touchdown! And Green is injured.
Short while ago at Giants Stadium, Peyton Manning leading the Colts out onto the field. the elder brother in this Manning versus Manning battle coming up on NBC. He's already established Hall of Fame credentials, including those 49 touchdown passes, the single-season record. Tonight's NBC Weather Plus kickoff forecast. The swirling winds that you sometimes see late in the season at Giant Stadium, clearly not a factor.
Well, you're going to see
not
wind,
a problem.
Bob, you're going to see wind.
Come on.
It's Giant Stadium.
We have the NBC Weather Plus forecast.
Well, you know, I can read too, but I've also played in that stadium.
I'm not sticking my head out the window and telling you this. A meteorologist told me it will be unusually light in terms of the winds this evening.
He never
Temperatures
played.
in the high 60s.
He never played in Giant Stadium.
I'm calling Jillian Barber. We never had these issues before over there.
Well, you'll have issues of a different kind.
Let's go on to Cincinnati and Kansas City. Two high-scoring offensive-powered football teams, right, Bus? There he is, Carson Palmer. His knee feels good. He comes out. Everything's going to be clicking. Well, not initially, but you know pretty soon everything's going to be clicking. Well, he hit him in the foot. That's not too bad. And here is Mr. Fantasy on the other side. So slow start for Carson Palmer, but Larry Johnson, he's on everybody's fantasy team.
#1 pick on everybody's list.
Including Reggie Bush. I saw that commercial. He looks good running down the field. But then Carson Palmer started getting hot. He finds Chad Johnson over on the side. And this guy, Rudy Johnson, he's good.
He's really good. He's impressive. He's strong, physical, and he's fast.
Bus went up the middle of the Bengals lead at 10-3 at that point. And Justin Smith and this Bengals defense, who would have thunk it? They were terrible last year. Come up with a sack. They played well all day. And that's going to lead right back to Rudy Johnson, who pounds it up the gut again. Go ahead with it. Tell them like it is. They got another guy who can run the ball, Kenny Watson. This little flip to the outside, following blockers on the outside. Stick it in there. Why not? Yes, sir. 17-3 Cincinnati.
Great play call.
So then Carson Palmer now is going to find Tad Perry. Just a little flip off the blitz outside. And he picks up big yardage down the field. So the Bengals doing it, running it. They're doing it, throwing it now. And here's the big hit. You've seen this one earlier. Trent Green. Was it a late hit? Was it not? Awfully close. But Robert Gathers was blocked into Trent Green. That's the reason no flag called there. We certainly hope that he's okay. Green's replacement, Damon Heward, comes in, and it looked something like that.
That's play. Don't give it away.
Herman Edwards on the sideline saying, I wonder how Eric Mangini's doing today for the New York Jets. I don't know, but there it is. Cincinnati Bengals 23, Kansas City Chiefs 10. And now for our McDonald's quarter pounder breakdown play. Drome, I know you love this part because you love quarter pounders, so we're going to show you a couple things from that Cincinnati-Kansas City game. Watch this play. A lot of times when teams blitz, boom, 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 if you get one block like you're going to get from Jeremy Johnson, the fullback here, all of a sudden there's nobody in the secondary to make a play. And Rudy Johnson, look, somebody come tackle me. There's nobody there. Off to the races. Kansas City tries to stay with their blitz one more time, this time against the passing game, and it fails as well. Man coverage here, man coverage here. But they're blitzing everybody on the inside. Guess what? Nobody's out here for the little loop around route. A broken coverage as they try and get pressure on Carson Palmer, and it simply breaks down. Yep. And there it is, the quarter pounder breakdown play of the day.
You know, I was definitely impressed with not only your drawing skills, but the fact that you had so much fun doing that.
Isn't that fun?
Where's my quarter pounder?
About half an hour from now, big guy.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But I'm one of the ones that are impressed with the Cincinnati Bengals because I've been saying all offseason long that until their defense decides to come and sit at the head of the table, this football team was going to be Carson Palmer. They're going to get in the playoffs at 9-7, 10-6, and they were going to be one and done.
Before we move on to the next highlight, let's just clarify for those who may just have joined us and you saw Trent Green being taken off on the stretcher. The report is that, as the Chiefs put it, although he received or sustained pretty severe head trauma, he was awake and moving shortly after the game. They say they are optimistic and hopeful. X-rays of his neck and head were negative. He was placed on the stretcher and immobilized as a precaution, but no paralysis. He should be okay. All right, now, on to the game in St. Louis. And the story there, St. Louis's defense, new defensive coordinator, former Saints head coach Jim Haslett. There's their new head coach, Scott Linehan, and he comes up with a victory at home in his debut. The defense forced 5 turnovers. Leonard Little had a huge day.
A man possessed, Bob. I mean, he got after Jake Plummer. This is not a drop-back team, and whenever you straight drop back, you unleash a guy like Leonard Little, bad things are going to happen for your offense. And the Denver Broncos obviously didn't watch film. They found this out the hard way.
Kisa Tino Isamoa recovering after Little forced the fumble by Plummer. Here's Jeff Wilkins from 51, one of 6 field goals. He was 6 of 7, one shy of the NFL record. The one he missed hit the upright. Otherwise, he could have tied the mark. No touchdowns for the Rams, but 6 field goals for Wilkins.
Well, talk about misses. How about Jake Plummer missing Javon Walker? Hit him in the hands, which is an awful place, obviously. And Javon, you did not do the number 84 proud today. But let me tell you, there's another pass. He gets hit on the finger. He needs to come out. And then when you have Jake Plummer running around trying to make a play, ladies and gentlemen, bad things are going to happen if you have him on your fantasy team. You do not want Jake Plummer running around, throwing the football like you're going to see right here. The score is 18-10. They need to throw it to get back in it. There's another interception, and ladies and gentlemen, this is scary.
Corey Chavis picked off the first one. Fakir Brown to lock it up right here. 18-10. Plummer and the Broncos go on the road and lose. There are the numbers for Jake.
When you look at those numbers last year, he threw 7 interceptions of 456 pass attempts, threw 26 times today and intercepted 3 times. That is not good.
Tatum Bell, 15 carries, 103 yards.
Nice
There's
day.
a bright spot for Denver. Afterwards, Scott Linehan in the locker room with his club.
You don't ever know how it's going to go. What you got to do is play the game, play every play, and at the end of the day, if you believe in each other, go 1-0. It was a great job. Now,
Congratulations to Scott Linehan, but I really thought the story of this one was Jim Haslett and the new defense, because last year the Rams defense was horrible. They couldn't stop anybody from doing anything. In this game, they looked fantastic against one of the better offenses in football.
Yes,
and
they
it
did.
allows them to run the ball on offense. Steven Jackson having a good game.
There you go.
All right, up next, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner makes his NFL debut for the Saints, and the reigning MVP goes back to work for Seattle.
This is Gary Poole, a genial guy from Trenton, New Jersey. Gary's been married for almost 10 years, but until a recent trip to McDonald's, didn't know it. Gary had fresh brewed premium roast coffee with his McGriddles, and it was like he was seeing her for the very first time.
He had no idea we were married.
Gary thought she was cute, so it was okay.
It's like we're newlyweds all over again.
Start your morning with richer, bolder premium roast coffee and add a warm, tasty McGriddles. Wake up and smell your life.
I hope there aren't any other wives.
Imagine the NFL on a Samsung HD TV so lifelike you'll feel like you're there.
You mean I'm not there?
You're in your living room, Dan.
Oh.
With Samsung LCD TV, it's not that hard to imagine.
What if the fate of the forest
that's bad.
was in the hands of Boog and Elliot?
It's open season!
On September 29th,
The hunters are here.
Show me your girl face.
the odd
Hey!
are gonna get even. Martin Lawrence.
Now let's kick some hunter bahookie.
Ashton Kutcher.
I come in peace.
Open season. Rated PG. Also in IMAX 3D.
Hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Oh, and my parents are coming too.
Introducing Red Zone Deep Cleansing Body Wash, the active formula with microbeads. Cleans deep down to the pore.
I thought you said he was a fan.
Old Spice Deep Cleansing Body Wash. Nothing cleans deeper.
So DirecTV's got this super fan business that lets you watch 8 NFL games on one screen. In my day, you got one game. Your team was getting clobbered? Too bad. You took it like a man.
8 NFL games on one screen. Game mix from Superfan. Only on DirecTV.
Spending limit? Who cares?
Not us, cause them ain't no credit cards.
Sure ain't.
Them motorcycles was expensive and fast.
And loud.
Oh yeah, them bikes be like wah.
No, like.
They went like wah. Sound good cause they free. Shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Citi Identity Theft Solutions. Talk to a real person to help get your life back. Free when you get a Citi credit card or Citibank account.
Imagine the NFL on a Samsung HD TV so crisp and colorful, you'll feel like part of the action.
Now watch the safety blitz.
He can't actually hear you, Steve.
Yeah, sorry.
With Samsung Plasma, it's not that hard to imagine.
Football Night in America is brought to you by Old Spice Deep Cleansing Body Wash. Nothing cleans deeper. By MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. By WeMax. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. And by McDonald's.
Well, the last time Seattle was at Ford Field, they weren't playing against Rod Marinelli and his Lions. They were going up against the Bus and the Steelers in the Super Bowl. Didn't work out too well for them on that day. Didn't start too well for them in Detroit today. Fernando Bryant stuffing Sean Alexander for a loss. Then Alexander fumbles on his next carry, and it's recovered by Corey Redding. All this happening in the first quarter.
And when you can't run, what you do is you stick the hounds on your quarterback. Tyoka Jackson gets the sack of Matt Hasselbeck, and believe me, they spent a lot of time getting to know Matt Hasselbeck in the passing game.
Third time they sacked him on the day, but with the game tied at 6, Darrell Jackson with the reception. He'll reverse his field. This is in the fourth quarter. Goes the roundabout way for a 13-yard gain and a first down near midfield.
And if the Seattle Seahawks make it to the playoffs, this could be their play of the year.
Under 2 minutes, second and 8. DJ Hackett hauls it in for the first down at the Detroit 41. It's a 14-yard gain. And now in the final seconds, Josh Brown in a game of all field goals from 41 yards out. It's 3 field goals to 2, not a touchdown in the game. Seattle wins it 9-6, but at least this time as they leave Ford Field, they've got no complaints about the officials. They've got the W. They wing back to Seattle 1-0 on the season.
No question about it.
But I have the ring.
There you go.
There you do.
There's a little.
Toss that baby over here. Let me have that. All right, this is Bus's ring. This is not rehearsed.
You can put it around your head.
It's on the thumb.
It's one for the thumb. Was one for the thumb. Yes.
I have to have that resized.
Guys, we do have to say, though, that one of the big stories this offseason was Mike Martz taking over the offense of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, we had no clue who the head coach was.
And I'm just going to tell you what, Mike Martz's offense was terrible today. All the build-up, everything that this thing was supposed to be, they're going through wide receivers right and left. Mike Martz's offense did not get it done today. All right, let's move on. How about some more highlights?
More highlights.
This is one of the real highlights of the day right here.
New Orleans and Cleveland. Reggie Bush, he's going to spend a little time on the sideline talking it over with Deuce McAllister, saying, watch this, on my first punt return of the day, I'm going to let it go right over my head, catch it on a bounce, and then I'm just going to take off and run with it. Deuce McAllister's cracking up on the sideline because he actually did do that. What did you see out of Reggie Bush today?
He looked good. He was all over the field. He caught passes. He ran well, but especially in between the tackles, what you see here, you saw the vision, the acceleration, but especially the power. Nobody thought he had the power to run like that.
Sometimes he had a little trouble holding on to the football.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes he got a little funny with the football, and this, you can't switch the ball like that when you're in the backfield because you can fumble the football. Should have been a fumble, but he held on to it.
You should have told that to Charlie Fry. Hold on to the ball. Don't throw it out there to Scott Fujita. Scott Fujita was all over the place in this game. What a game he had. Boy, the Browns' offense in the first half, they were terrible. Watch this. They just, oh my goodness. Stupid stuff. Unbelievable. So you know what the Browns did? They said, let's bring in Bobby Mitchell. Let's bring in Jim Brown.
Instant offense.
Inspiration. Put a helmet on those guys. They're better than that. Charlie Fry got a little fired up in the second half after seeing those guys. Look at here. Kellen Winslow, he's back. No motorcycle, nothing.
Great
he just sticks it in the end zone. Absolutely. Drew Brees going to come back as well. He looked good today. Marcus Colston, the rookie from Hofstra, a 12-yard touchdown run. And Reggie Bush says, whew, that's a long day, but I feel good. Whew.
Yeah, they got him 25 touches, 14 carries, 8 catches, 3 punt returns, 141 total yards. And afterwards, Jimmy Roberts had an exclusive interview with Reggie Bush.
Reggie, first 3.5 minutes of the game, I counted you playing 3 different possessions on offense as well as punt returning. You're a busy man today, weren't you?
I was a busy man today, and you know, it's just about getting my feet wet, getting out there and getting used to doing all these things and playing for 4 quarters. So today was a good day for us. We won. That was a big win for us. We really needed that. It's just a first step to us making it to the playoffs.
There's an awful lot of speculation about what it's like. I mean, in your mind's eye, did this measure up to the way you thought it was going to be? I know you've played exhibition games before, but this is the first real game.
Well, Coach really prepared us well today, and we were prepared, for big momentum swingers on their side, and just making big plays all across the board. So I think Coach really prepared us mentally well today, and it helped us.
I saw you calling out the people in the dog pound during warm-ups. That's a pretty bold move.
Well, they were actually calling me out, so in return, I had to return the favor to them. So.
Did you have a good time today, or were there any nerves?
I did. I had a great time today. You know, it's a dream for me, man. I love football, and you know, I'm playing on Sundays, so it's great. We had a great time today. We won. It's always it's always fun when you win.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
He is a likable kid. I wish the league would have let him wear that number 5, but I'm pretty sure number 25 will sell pretty briskly in the souvenir shops.
How big a mistake did the Houston Texans make in not taking that?
I don't think they made a mistake, Chris. I'm going to disagree. The reason here's why I say they didn't make a mistake. Reggie Bush is not a every down guy in the NFL right now. The best situation he could be in is having Deuce McAllister spell him, or he spelled Deuce McAllister, however you look at it. 25 touches is what they want to get him. You cannot be an every down guy if you're only getting 25 touches. I think he's in a perfect situation.
But when you hear him say he wasn't nervous, that's definitely not the case. When I was a rookie, my first game, I was nervous as ever. It's kind of similar to being now. I'm a rookie.
And you're nervous as ever.
A little nervous.
You're going to regret that. You're going to regret that.
I talked to Jerry Jones this week, and I said, would you, if you had that first pick, would you and the Cowboys have taken Mario Williams? He said, in truth, we had Williams number 1 on the board. However, this is a business, and it's partly entertainment. And I couldn't have passed up Reggie Bush.
Correct.
That is correct. Michael Vick, when we continue with the highlights, this is a guy who's often a highlight reel unto himself. We'll look at Vick and the Falcons when we come back.
Have you stopped sleeping as well as you used to? Do you wake up before you want to and then just toss and turn? Maybe it's time to ask your doctor if Lunesta's right for you. For a limited time, you're invited to take the Lunesta 7-Night Challenge. Ask your doctor how to get 7 nights of Lunesta absolutely free and see if it's the sleep aid you've been looking for. Lunesta helps you fall asleep quickly, so take it right before bed. Be sure you have at least 8 hours to devote to sleep before becoming active, because Lunesta will help you sleep all through the night. Until you know how you react to Lunesta, you should not drive or operate machinery. Do not take Lunesta with alcohol. Most sleep medicines carry some risk of dependency. Side effects may include unpleasant taste, headache, drowsiness, and dizziness. Hurry! The Lunesta 7-Night Challenge is only available until the end of October. Get your coupon at lunesta.com and ask your doctor today.
Hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Oh, and my parents are coming too.
Introducing Red Zone Deep Cleansing Body Wash, the active formula with microbeads. Cleans deep down to the pore.
I thought you said he was a fan.
Old Spice Deep Cleansing Body Wash. Nothing cleans deeper.
She is the team mom. Her boys are big, so she's big on Campbell's Chunky. Hearty meals to feed an NFL-sized hunger. Team mom, we salute you. Campbell's Chunky. Meals that fill you up right.
Hey, Teddy, I hate to bother you. You sent my melon to Peyton, P-E-Y.
Groceries, $41.
That's awesome, man.
Charlie! Oil change, $25.
You're good, too. Decaf!
Lunch,
Decaf!
$12.
Great shift today, guys. Nice salad bar.
Your favorite players.
Yes.
Priceless.
Yes. Yes!
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
You signed the bread to my little brother. He loves you.
Hey, look. Remote control shades. And those jets are flush with the tub, so it's more comfortable. And in here, extra shower jets. Yeah. So what do you think?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Don't miss the Home Depot Home Show. Discover hundreds of today's smartest, most innovative ideas for your home, like easy-to-clean faucets that install without tools. Now at the Home Depot Home Show.
This premiere is huge.
Gotta see this in high def.
Hear what everyone's saying about the HD movie event of the season.
It portrays our kind in a positive light, which is nice.
We're getting ready for the big premiere on Comcast. Jerry is an HD freak.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. See the HD premiere at Stars HD On Demand, only with Comcast Digital Cable. It's Comcastic.
Home movies of the young Peyton brothers. Eli first. Oh, and look how cute Peyton was. And you know, his mom told me. Yeah, that's right. His mom told me this summer that when he was a little guy like that, she used to call him my little Patey Pie. My little Patey Pie.
Don't do that to him, man.
Well, you know what? You got to win 2 MVPs and throw 49 touchdown passes to live that down in the locker room.
All right, no Patey Pie here. How about Michael Vick? It is showtime, America, right now. Steve Smith did not play in this one, which meant that all of Carolina's offense just stayed home. They said, you don't have Steve Smith, forget about it. As for the Atlanta Falcons, Michael Vick put on a show. They said, Mike, forget about the quarterback rating. Forget about your stats. Just do your thing. Run around. And Jerome, he did it all day.
Mr. Instant Offense. He did it all day. He wasn't restricted, staying in the pocket. He moved around, showed his athleticism, and you know he's fast. Right? You know that, right?
He's kind of fast. Yeah, he's kind of fast. And this guy's kind of fast, too. Warrick Dunn, whenever it was Michael Vick's turn to take a little breather, he just gave it to Warrick Dunn, who had a monster day today. 29 rushes, 132 yards. But here was probably the play of the day. Michael Vick scrambling around. They say, okay, I got to come up and tackle him. He's been scrambling all day. Dump it off to Michael Jenkins. Why not? Run it on in. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. There you go. Steve Smith said, come on, guys. A little offense somewhere. But here's why they didn't have any offense. John Abraham was unbelievable today.
He was unbelievable. On the left side, on the right side, it didn't matter. He was in Jake Delhomme's face all day long. He had no chance. He was a single, one-hand man wrecking crew.
There you go. And Jake Delhomme said, you know what? The heck with that guy. I'm coming off the field. Bad news, though. John Abraham tweaked his groin, I believe, at the end of that one, but hopefully he'll be able to play next week. But Carolina Panthers, everybody's picked to win the Super Bowl, probably including yours.
Not mine.
Yeah, probably yours.
I know the division.
No.
I didn't pick them. And the reason why I say that is this division, when you talk about the NFC South, it's all about D-line play and quarterback play. If somebody's D-line gets hot, as you saw Atlanta's get after Carolina and Jake Delhomme, then that's who's going to win the game. You have to look at two entities in that football game to tell me who won. D-line and the quarterback. Atlanta was better in both ends.
But when I watched this game, it was very important to see Michael Vick get outside the pocket, run the football, because at that point, now Carolina's thinking, oh, he's going to run the football. Now he's able to throw the football off of running the football, gives them a totally different look on the offense.
We now know that without Steve Smith, Carolina's offense is a 0.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. Can't get him back soon enough. Let's take a look at one of the late games. San Francisco at Arizona. This is the first time Arizona has opened at home in 18 years. Now, 4 of the first 6 this year will be in their beautiful new stadium in Glendale, Arizona. There's a look inside pregame ceremonies. Something else is new in Arizona. Edgerrin James over from Indianapolis. And here he is in the first quarter. A touchdown dive from the 1 puts Arizona up 14-7. Kurt Warner here from 6 yards out. Not known for his mobility, but he's moving around. And then he finds Anquan Bolden. And they're up 21-7 before the first quarter ends.
But I tell you what San Francisco did. They didn't panic. They went in and they handed the football to Frank Gore, who seems to be as healthy as he's ever been, and he was a workhorse today. I mean, he ran the football with power, 16 carries, 87 yards, and that touchdown. He also caught 6 passes.
So that got them back to within 3 at 24-21, but Warner went back to work, this time from 8 yards out to Adam Bergen, and that widened the advantage to 31-21.
When you look at Arizona, it's all about their defense. You know about their wide receivers. Here's a Hail Mary trying to get back in it, 34-27, trying to force the game in the overtime. That was incomplete.
Alex Smith with the last-ditch attempt, but good ball game in terms of back and forth, exciting game for the fans who came to the new ballpark there.
Even a better reaction because I was interested to see how Edgerrin James was going to react. 26 carries, 73 yards, not a great day, but from what he carried the football in the preseason, I'm impressed with this because he had negative yardage on about 10 carries this preseason.
Well, did you expect this type of game out of San Francisco, though? You know, looking at them in the preseason.
No, I did not.
All right, when we come back, T.O. debuts for Dallas, and Brett Favre returns for a 16th season in Green Bay. Football Night in America continues from New York and around the National Football League right after this.
We're watching Football Night on America on NBC.
When it comes to being a better football fan, nothing beats Sprint NFL Mobile. You can watch exclusive game highlights of all your favorite players, like Peyton Manning. That guy's pretty good, if you like 6'5", 230-pound quarterbacks, laser, rocket arm. With NFL Mobile only from Sprint, you get customizable alerts and real-time stats on your favorite team. Maybe like Peyton Manning's team, maybe.
Get the power of the NFL in your hand, only with Sprint.
With unmatched technology and innovation years ahead of its time, we've pushed the boundaries of high definition and tested the limits of reality. The new Pure Vision Plasma Display, only from Pioneer.
Are some real estate websites only showing you the homes they want you to see? RE/MAX.com shows you all the listings in thousands of cities and towns. See all the listings. Visit RE/MAX.com today.
This Tuesday at Circuit City, get a free collectible lithograph with purchase of any 2-disc edition of Star Wars Episodes 4, 5, or 6. Plus, take home Blade Runner for just $14.99. Tuesday at Circuit City.
The last sound you hear before you step on the field. Click, clack. Quick, clack. Click, clack. I think he was coming. Click, clack. I think he was coming. Click, clack. Click, clack.
I think Kira's coming. Last season, a shootout in the ER left us holding our breath. Until now. Come on, Jerry.
I want to be awake. Go.
The ER season premiere, September 21st on NBC.
Welcome back to NBC's Football Night in America, presented by Chevrolet.
And before we get you to the Cowboys and Jaguars, the Bears and the Packers, let's get you quickly up to date on the games we've shown you so far. We call it the Chevy Drive Across America. Let's start in Houston, where Donovan McNabb will hit Brian Westbrook on the screen pass, and the former Villanova Wildcat scampers 31 yards for the touchdown. Another great all-purpose day for Westbrook. Big day for McNabb in Tampa. Buccaneers QB Chris Sims has a rough day. He's picked off by Chris McAllister, who takes it 60 yards all the way for the touchdown. And Baltimore wins it 27-0. More defense in the fourth quarter in New England. Ty Warren sacks J.P. Losman for the safety. It makes the difference in New England's win. In Tennessee, the Jets' Chad Pennington did well. Here he hits tight end Chris Baker for 12 yards in the end zone. That was the game winner. At Arrowhead Stadium, Cincinnati's Rudy Johnson had 96 yards rushing, 22 of them on this touchdown. Johnson and the Bengals start off with a win on the road in St. Louis. Jake Plummer sacked by Leonard Little. His fumble, one of 5 Denver turnovers. Meanwhile, Jeff Wilkins' 6 field goals constituted all the scoring for St. Louis. They win it 18-10. In Cleveland, the Reggie Bush era begins with 141 total yards for the Heisman winner and a win for the Saints. 19-14 the score over the Browns. At Ford Field in Detroit, the NFC champs never got the offense going, but Josh Brown's field goal as time expired still got them the win, 9-6 over the Lions. And in Carolina, Michael Vick connected with Michael Jenkins for 34 yards. The first of Vick's 2 TD passes. Vick and the Falcons cruise to a 20-6 win over the Panthers. And in Arizona, Kurt Warner finds Adam Bergen for the 7-yard TD. That turned out to be the game winner. Warner with 3 touchdown passes in the win for Arizona. That's your Chevy Drive across America at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, you did a great job, too.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Terrell Owens is going to play some football, baby.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get right to the highlights. There we go. Terrell Owens coming out on the field. I really liked that guy until I met that guy, and then I didn't like him so much. Bill Parcells, I like him. He's pretty good. First play of the game, what are they going to do?
Get it to T.O.
Why not? Absolutely. You're paying him all that money. How about a little bit later?
Get it to T.O.
Get it to T.O. Absolutely. He's looking pretty good out there. They start playing the pass, and what do?
You have to run the ball.
That's right. Give it to Julius Jones. 23 yards and a touchdown. The Cowboys looking like something. They jump out to a 7-0 lead. But Byron Leftwich, they pay him some money too. So he comes right back. He's going to throw one out to Reggie Williams. Yes, sir. Touchdown right there. It's 10-10 now. This is becoming a ball game. Byron Leftwich, you know, he's not supposed to be very mobile. Ha! Look at him. Running right in there. Looked like a big old fullback. Jacksonville up 17-10. But then, big play of the game. Bledsoe intercepted by Nick Bryson, who's going to return it down to about the 40-yard line, and that's going to set up you-know-who, Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor, Mr. Incredible. Look at it.
That's all right, though. They still have Terrell Owens on the Dallas Cowboys, so Drew Bledsoe said, we paid him all that money, let's give him the football. Look at that catch. Looking to his left, back to his right, and makes a phenomenal catch.
It really was incredible. He kept his eye on the football. He found it. Touchdown. That's what they're paying him for.
Last chance now for the Cowboys. Bledsoe to throw it. And it's going to be picked off by Mike Peterson. That his third interception of the day. Tony Romo, I'm sure the talk will start in Dallas as they lose the opener.
But in Jacksonville, how big a win was this for the Jaguars? Don't let us tell us. Don't let us tell you. Let Jack Del Rio tell us. That's what I meant to say. Go, Jack.
I'm very excited. Good crowd here tonight, and the guys play with a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and no, it was big to start, against a very good football team, well coached, and get that win here at home.
Congratulations, Jack Del Rio, coach of the Jaguars.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks.
Wow, I was impressed. I was impressed with the poise that Jacksonville kept throughout that football game, because they could have gone away very easily with all the hype, T.O. and Dallas coming into town. And remember, this is a lot of people's Super Bowl pick that we saw lead the football game and then end up losing by 7. Outstanding patience and poise by Jacksonville.
Bledsoe didn't look good early on, didn't look good at the end of the game. He got the ball to T.O., though. He's got to do more of that in order for him to win.
You sound like you want Tony Romo to play. You want Tony Romo to play? Is that what you're saying?
I want Bledsoe to play.
Oh, you want Drew Bledsoe
to play?
Okay, I'm just checking.
I want Tony Romo to play. I think his mobility helps this team. I really do.
Okay. Talking quarterbacks, I'll tell you who didn't look good, and it doesn't make me feel good to say this because everybody loves Brett Favre.
Yes.
But this was the first time he has been shut out in 222 career starts. Rex Grossman and the Bears went into Lambeau and won 26-0. Here's Grossman in the first. Bernard Berrien for the touchdown. Wide open. 7-0 Chicago. Favre's first pass, well, this is a completion to Donald Driver for 17 yards. Not too many highlights after that.
I mean, when you start to look at Brett Favre, what you talk about is pressure in his face and pressure up the middle of the football field. Remember, 2 brand new guards. Brett Favre once again drops back, throwing an outstanding pass to Charles Tillman, who just happens to play for the Bears, so that's not very good.
And he'll be picked off here the next time as well.
You don't want Brett Favre. Danielle Manning with that interception is still 26-0. 26-0 at home to a Brett Favre quarterback football team. That could be atrocious.
Could be?
That could be atrocious. I was a Green Bay Packer, Bob. I can't say that was atrocious. I'll just put it out there. That could be atrocious because I played in that Bear game that last time the Green Bay Packers were shut out, and we were atrocious. That was back in 1991. Actually, it cost our head coach his job. So I think this shutout will definitely cost Brett Favre his job.
You think he doesn't start next week?
Oh, no, he's going to start this week, but I think that they're going to start to turn the corner and start somebody else.
Aaron Rodgers, well, that somebody else is Aaron Rodgers. Moving up on kickoff at Giant Stadium, the Colts and the Giants. And we're back on Football Night in America in a minute.
What if cars and trucks could be fueled by corn? Introducing the full line of Chevrolet Flex Fuel vehicles that run on both gasoline and corn-based E85 ethanol. The choice is yours. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Time for something new from eBay.
eBay Express is the new place to find new items you can buy right away. From new diamond earrings to new MP3 players. eBay Express, where you'll always find it new.
Get it new, buy it now. eBayExpress.com. Time for something new from eBay.
eBay Express is the new place to find new items you can buy
straight away. From new diamond earrings to new MP3 players. eBay Express, where you'll always find it new.
Get it new, buy it now. eBayExpress.com.
She is the team mom, mother of 53 boys. Big boys. That's why she's big on Campbell's Chunky. Campbell's Chunky. Hearty meals packed with big chunks of beef, chicken, or sausage. Savory soups and chili to feed an NFL-sized hunger. Team Mom, we salute you. Campbell's Chunky. Meals that fill you up right.
Can't talk now.
He's got
busy. I can't get that. I'm in the zone over here. Hee-haw.
You know how FedEx helped us with all our shipping needs? Overnight, ground, even the heavy stuff.
I don't know.
And with fast, reliable deliveries and flexible pickups, I don't think Scott's gotten used to not being so busy.
Work, busy bee!
Grow your business with customized shipping solutions from FedEx. Medical imaging technology, like the Lightspeed VCT scanner from GE Healthcare, is allowing doctors to look at the human heart and possibly even human life in a truly remarkable way, one healthy heartbeat at a time. Healthcare reimagined. GE. Imagination at work.
My name is Earl, Emmy winner for Best Directing and Best Writing.
Herchke, Birchke, Fartin, Churchke.
The Office, winner of Best Comedy Series. The two most honored comedies on television.
Together we rock.
My name is Earl and The Office. Premiere Thursday, September 21st on NBC.
It's time for the Sprint Turning Point Play of the Day.
Here's my Sprint Play of the Day, Michael Vick. Dumping off to Michael Jenkins. Michael Vick was just incredible today.
Here's my play of the day. Bills going for it on 4th and 1 midway through the third. Gotta make that. Patriots find a way to stop.
Mine is Darrell Jackson. This 13-yard catch, run, reverse field, saved maybe Seattle's season because this play led to a first down and a Seattle field goal.
Which one you think is the Sprint Turning Point Play of the Day, powered by NFL Mobile? Go to NBCSports.com, or Sprint customers can text A, B, or C to 6221 to cast their vote. Get the power to watch video highlights and more right on your phone with NFL Mobile, only from Sprint. Sprint. Power up.
Well, you saw some of the best plays of the day. None of them involved the Green Bay Packers, at least not in a positive sense. Moments ago, here's Brett Favre on the podium post-game at Lambeau.
We can play better than that. You know, I feel that way. You know, I take a lot of the blame regardless of the outcome of a game. And I know we're young, and I know we're going to make mistakes that way, but I think we can play much better than that.
Well, Brett was 15 of 29 for 170 yards. Obviously no touchdowns as they were shut out 26-0, 2 interceptions.
You know, if I'm looking at a player of the day, if you can shut out Brett Favre in Lambeau Field, then I definitely got to go with you. So my player of the day is Lance Briggs of the Chicago Bears. He had 9 tackles and a sack, and all of that led to the pressure on Brett Favre where he was inaccurate, and that's what helped the Chicago Bears win.
Well, my player of the day, Warrick Dunn, 29 rushes, 132 yards, controlled the ball. That's what they had to do, won the game.
This one's going to be easy. John Abraham, the free agent that came over from the Jets to the Atlanta Falcons, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, completely dominated play today.
Well, we each have to have our own pick, and mine will be Donovan McNabb. You see what he did, threw for 3 touchdowns and better than 300 yards as Philadelphia got off on the right foot against Houston. Now, you folks can go online to NBCSports.com to pick your player of the day from among these 4 nominees, or text your choice, 1, 2, 3, or 4, to 51515. We'll get you the results at halftime, and the winner of the player of the day will win this fine piece of hardware. It's the Golden Peacock, my friends. So, Buzz, forget about that Lombardi trophy
no Lombardi.
or that Super Bowl ring. This is the most coveted of all trophies in the NFL.
Can I touch it?
You know what? We'll give you that or $20, whichever one you want.
Wow. All right. Upcoming, Colts, Giants.
I'm taking the Colts on the road because Peyton Manning has been in this situation before. They're not starting off their season with a loss.
I love Eli. Got to go with the Colts.
Me too. I just think experience in big games makes a difference.
All right. Who do you think has the bigger game?
You know, if Eli does it, we've seen him grow. You know, we saw him last year. They took him to the playoffs. Maybe he takes that next step, but I have to see it before.
Yeah, he ain't going to take the first step week 1.
Yeah. You got to remember
Coming
those
up,
defenses. You got to remember
Colts
the
and
defense.
Giants. Peyton and Eli, Alan John with the call. We'll see you at halftime. Enjoy the game, everybody.
This has been NBC's Football Night in America, presented by Chevrolet. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Next Monday.
You ready to play?
Is Premiere Monday on NBC. And the excitement kicks off with the return of Deal or No Deal. It's the hottest show with the biggest jackpots. $6 million. In a week-long event that'll bring you to your knees. Followed by the most anticipated show of the season.
I'm going to be your dream come true.
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
All that will begin in just a few minutes.
Deal or No Deal, followed by Studio 60. Premiere Monday is next Monday on NBC.
It's a new day today.
Meredith, what do you think about the future of morning news?
I'm very excited about it, and I hope the future is bright now that I'm joining it. There is something that's extremely comforting about turning that TV on in the morning and these folks, you too, and now me with Matt, telling people what went on when they were asleep, and I really take it seriously, but I also want to have a lot of fun.
News 5 Today.
And the Today Show, weekday mornings starting at 5.
On News 5, where the news comes first.
Hey, one please. Ketchup, no mustard.
You wouldn't put up with it here. So why let him take a bite at the ATM? With PNC, you can make every ATM in the world free. We even cover ATM fees other banks charge. It's checking that works harder for you. Only from PNC.
What if you were watching one of the new NBC shows, but they didn't let you see the last 5 minutes? That's kind of what it feels like when you have to pay a fee to withdraw your own money at an ATM. They take a little piece. But now you can make every ATM in the world free when you're with PNC Bank, proud sponsor of Cincinnati's own Channel 5's new fall lineup. So sit back, enjoy the show. All of it.
Sky 5, the only news helicopter in the tri-state.
Oh, Hoodie, monument to the durable. Fast friend, uncomplaining sucker of sweat. In our most trying times, you still tried. When other garments stopped at the neck, you said, oh no, the head needs a garage. Our arms would pull off well before yours, yet this is how we treat you.
The lights of New York City on this 10th night of September, and across the Hudson River in East Rutherford, New Jersey is Giant Stadium, where tonight Peyton Manning and Eli Manning are the brightest lights on the marquee.